Morning everybody. It's a new week again, but it's not Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, but Friday today. Not really getting anything done this week with being on early. It's just been maintaining the fire and water and everything off. So I'm down in the bottom greenhouse here, which is the two greenhouses put together, and I'll give you a quick show around in here and then I'll tell you what I'm going to get up to today. So these are the leeks that I put in on the 31st of January. The ones I'm just going to leave in the pots until they're ready to go. These are all eating leeks. As you can see, they're nice and strong. They've had a bit of wind, so they've got their rooting across the bottom. All of them are looking canny, all from new packets of seed. So I'm very, very pleased with the way they're turning out. Once they're pencil thick, they'll go into the ground outside. Now, a little tip for you as well. You see these little seed heads on the top there? Don't pick them off. Do not pick them off. They will drop off when they're ready. The plant is still getting some feed from that little seed itself. Do not take it off, because if you take it off, you're going to snap the end off, and that's when the rest of the leek can start dying back. Giant cabbages, moving on. They've racked it well since I potted them up. They're doing canny there. I need to shift that one out of the way because it's underneath that wire. I don't want to be underneath the wire. I am going to have to give these a feed. I'll see what I need to do with them. I've got the feed up the top there, of course. I'll see what feed I can give them from the mills section. All year round cauliflowers. See these ones here? These ones are the ones that were sown on the 13th of the 2nd of February, as opposed to October. Them ones. Now I do have one space at the top of there, so I'm tempted to put the biggest one of these in the back of there to make that one full section, because there's one at the back which is bugging us. That's a space. I was 19 in there, if you remember correctly. The broccoli that I put in here, the cold sown on the 1st of March, well, they're coming up absolutely fantastic. I put them seeds in direct as well, so there's no need to pot on or anything like that. As soon as they get big enough, they can go straight in the ground from them little pots. Dahlias, there's absolutely nothing happening on these at all. I can feel there's a couple of them rooted, but other than that, nothing much happening to them at all. I just had to start tidying all of them out like that. The big one there has, I can't remember which one this one was, golden scepter. So this is the small pom-pom yellow variety. That's definitely in there, so I'll be waiting to see for growth on that. Shouldn't be long. The reason why there's not growth on this year is because they've had no bottom heat. They've just had the cold greenhouse in here. Geraniums that are stored, saved. There's some cutting material coming up on them there now as well, on both that one, and there's a couple of bits on that one as well, so I'll start taking some geranium cutting shortly. Coming on the bench that I made last week, I put these Darkies peas, the saved peas which I've put in, and as you can see, they're starting to come up already, and there's nothing taking them yet. I'm going to push them down a bit further, just cover up the top of there. So they're starting to break through the top there side as well there now as well. So just give a little push back down. Giving them the water this morning. Moving down onto the marigolds. So all of them are marigolds. And as you can see, we've got some germination going on. So some more marigolds in here. These will stay in these pots till they're ready to go in the tomato section and also in the polytunnel as well. I love marigolds. They're easy to maintain and they're easy to grow as well. Same with these ones here, the French double mix variety. You can see them, they're cropping up there as well. Same with all these double mixed as well in the big tray. Now, if you're wondering where you can get these from, I have heard that you can go down to the garden centre and see if you can get some, because they normally just not throw them away, but normally give them away for free. But if he's I've never been down, so I don't know if that's true or not, but there you go. The early sunflowers, which I tried to see what the germination was like from the 4-metre sunflower that I saved last year, and also the 15-inch head. They're doing all right. I'm just going to leave them in the cold greenhouse, and then I'm going to put the proper sones in a couple of weeks' time. But that's how things are progressing in here. I've got the strawberries in here, which are doing all right. And that's the first year strawberries. So, plan of action today. This week, I got a phone call. Well, I didn't get a phone call. I got a message from Mark Shepherd from Mark's Allotment Diary. He says he's just moved to a new house. There's a 10 by 6 greenhouse, I think it is. Basically, It's the same size greenhouse as, where's it? That one up there. So that one there. So it's the same size as that one. If I want it, I can have it. I've just got to go and take it down and get it down here. So I'm going to measure it all up. I'm going to potentially put it on that side, on there, and that grow stuff in there. But the job is today is to go and take that down. So the joys, things you got to do. But I am determined to get all of these structures and everything sorted out for this year. I will be getting this put up after the end of the month when I get the breeze blocks laid, and then once they've settled I'll be able to put the frame on with the new beam. Then it's only that greenhouse to put up, what I'm collecting today, and I'll be building a frame at the top of that garden so that I can put some more leeks in the beds at the top of there as well, potentially, we'll see what happens, but that's the plan today. So I'll catch you someday. Well, here it is, greenhouse which needs dismantling down now. Looks like I've got work cut out. Got to take all the glass out, get everything else sorted out as well. It's all siliconed in. What have I got me selling here? So I've got to take all the silicon off as well. Every single part of it is siliconed in. Try and keep as much of the glass as possible. So let the fun commence. Demolition man on the job. He hits me on camera. I love catching them out. Well, decision made. I'm not going to be taking this greenhouse. It's a homemade, hand-built greenhouse. It was fantastic. The glass was an absolute nightmare trying to sort that out. And also, by the time I take it back to my mine, put it back together, new bolts, new clips, new this, new that, new this. It's just not going to be worth the cost of putting it back together. So, class this as a favour for you, Mark. Managed to get rid of that for you. That's that done. Never mind. It was worth the effort anyways. But let's go get this down and do something productive today. Well, that's me and John done up marks. I've getting a couple of grapevine cuttings and also a load of wood. I'm going to come back down and get some more another time. Me and John now are going to go for a coffee before we take all this to the allotment. Normal, back in the greenhouse at the garden with the field of green behind us. Not that kind of green. So I'm just going to start tinkering on. I'll show you the bits and pieces I've getting from Mark's and also the metal that I've getting as well from the greenhouse. I've pulled out at the moment I've pulled out the yellow coat here, cuttings that I took from the 13th of the 2nd, because some of them have already started at root, like this one here, this big one here. So I need to put them into the smaller pots like that, because the ones in the middle greenhouse I've got more cuttings to take, and as you can see in here already, I'm absolutely chock-a-block. So I'm going to put these ones on, put the other stuff on, find some space for them, probably in the cool greenhouse, and then get cracked on from there. So there we have 9 yellow coat here potted on. There's still 5 in there which still need to be sorted out, but I'm going to take some more cuttings now and just pop them in here until this is filled up. Then just reusing the compost, put them back in here on the heat bench below, and that's that sorted. In the middle greenhouse here, I've got my little tray. I need to find, these are all the cuttings and everything there as well, which I need to clean out and sort out as well, because I've got some weeds growing in there. So I need to look for the yellow coat here and take the cuttings from here. So there's the next batch of cuttings. We've got pink wings, got yellow spray, got John Wingfield, which are the white ones, and also I've got the yellow coat here, which is in the top greenhouse as well, where these will be heading to next. I've still got to do the mini mums, so the little yellow bush chrysanthemums, which are these ones here. So this one also got these cuttings to take and things as well as the bush and the mini mums and them ones there as well. But that'll have to be done another day because it's time for me to go home. And there's the first 7 yellow coat here that I took on the 1st of the 2nd, planted up. So from 2 stools, 2 plants, mother plants, there's 7 more plants there. We've got, not them ones, there's pink wings there, pink wings there, pink wings in the back there. So we've got 7 plants there, and I've just done them on there. So there's another 6, there's another 7 there as well, and also we've got all of them ones there as well from the yellow coat here. So I think that's more than enough plants that I'm going to have, so I'll leave the yellow coat here. We've got the different varieties up here as well now, the pink wings, the the yellow spray, and the John Winfield. I'm hoping to get some more of the John Winfield because I only had 1 plant of that. So we'll see what becomes of it, but the cuttings for the chrysanthemums are well underway now. So they're going to stay in here overnight, and we'll put them in the cold greenhouse at the bottom because I'm starting to run out more space once again. So it's all about management at the moment. But that's me done and dusted for today. So I'm going to head back home now. I will be doing a Facebook live video tonight, so I'll see everybody on there. I'll do a bit of potting on at home. So catch us next time I'm on. Oh yeah, before I leave, I forgot to show you what I'm getting from Marks. So I'll show you what I've managed to pick. That was part of the greenhouse. It was all made by pieces of aluminium angle. That'll come in handy for sure. Lots of different things can be done with that, so it's not all gone to waste. And I've also picked up some huge logs, which John's going to be so kind to bring his chainsaw down, and we're going to chop all of these up. Basically to go with all of the wood that I've got ready to go for next season as well, and also the remainder of this year so far. So that's what I've managed to get up from Marks. But yes, that's me sorted, so I'll see you tonight, and I'll see you possibly on Sunday. I will see you on Sunday. Good afternoon, Saturday afternoon, just finished work and I've came down to the garden to sort the fire out. Grandad Dave just left actually. Soot on the face again. I've been sorting out that pipe, not the pipe, the flue, because the flue was all blocked up, and the reason being was basically the fix that my Grandad did, basically blocked it all up. That pipe there was basically the flue. It was too small, wasn't drawn enough out just to keep the cap on the top. So I've got a cap that I got off John, which I'll drill and I'll sort out, but in the time being that was blocked down there, and the top, right at the top there, you see it's proper drawn away there now. So it was like Christmas before, just rain and soot instead of snow. And that's the reason why my face is covered in soot. You can see it is. I don't know if you can see that. It's still there. It's still snowing a little bit. It's still snow and soot. You can't see nothing. Little black bits flying all around all over the place. Right, that's that sorted anyways. So fire's back done, sorted. And we're just going to sort the rest of the stuff out now, then I'm going to head up home and start getting some potting on done. Good morning, Sunday morning. In home, going to get the rest of this stuff potted on, and that's what I was going to do the other night. I've got the onions at the back to start potting on. I'm going to get them done and make a start on these heavy quality onions, sorry. So let's get cracked on. That's the Billy Lamb onions potted up as well. So that's them done. I do need to get some longer sticks, which John's going to provide us with today. In the meantime though, I need to get started with these ones next as well. These are the Bradley onion, they're quality onion. These are the ones from the seed that I sowed in October. Now I'm going to get these potted up because they're a long time coming. So they're going to go from in these pots into the pint pots for the time being for a couple of weeks. There we go, that's them 6 done from October. Now the difference between the one set in October and the one set in November, to be honest, is there you can see the difference. So they were in November and these ones were actually sown in December. So I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if the ones in October got a cold spell or what, but the ones that I've sowed in December and November are starting to play catch up now, which is alright, to be honest. But that's them ones done. 6 done. Another 20 to 30 to go. For those of you that didn't catch the live stream the other day, these are the second batch of Cornish giant cabbage that I've potted up into 2 litre pots. They're looking nice and healthy. These will be going down to the garden today, and that's where they'll be going into the cold greenhouse to tick over. I'm just going to wait until I get more of the green clips. I've got the green clips down at home, and also I've got plenty of sticks here to stick these up. But it's just the little green clips that I need to be able to tie them up. So I'm going to have to wait, and I'll probably do this later on this evening. I've got no pool tonight, so I'll probably just do this a little bit later on. Either stick it on the end of this week's video or stick it on the beginning of next week's. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, time to get these cabbages down to the garden, get prepared to go up to Johns, because me and little Kyle are going up to Johns today to give him a hand and repay the favour that he's been helping me out with. So we're going to go do a bit of digging up in his plot today. Just before I head down to Johns to give him a hand, I'm going to rotivate one of the tunnel beds while I've got a little bit of spare time here. So I was going to quickly dig that over again. Once the one side that's ready, dig it over, then rotivate, give it a rotivate through as well. So I'll hang these up on the tripod with a new attachment, because the other attachment sadly broke, as you can see here. So that is attachment. The bottom broke, snapped off the other day, but I've managed to find another one as well. Improvise, adapt and improve. So I decided to start turning over the marrow bed. This is where all alpaca manure is. So while I had an extra half an hour, I just decided to dig this bit over, and then I decided to rotivate it. Well, that's the marrow bed for the giant marrow sorted out. Another unexpected job that got done today. It's all been turned over, so I'll let the worms and everything do their work from now on. But I'm pleased with that and everything I've done so far this morning. Now it's time to head up to John's and to give him a hand digging over his allotment. So down in John's garden, there's 2 of them here. But we're going to get started by digging over this section here. He's already made a start, look at him. Right, I best get help now. There's 2 big beds all sorted and done, but that's not the end of it, because he's gonna have to, he's got all of that. He's got this here, he's got his onions there, he's got that section there, got raspberry canes in here going wild. He's got his beds and everything to dig on this side. This is all his as well. It's a massive plot. He's got that bit to dig over. I'll be doing all of it today, but there's plenty of work for him to be getting on with. Time for a cup of coffee. Time to get his onions in. He's got plenty of onions. Some garlic there as well. Yeah, he's got plenty of onions on the go here, which need to go out, so I'm just going to get them knocked in now. That's all his onions in. I think he's got enough. You got enough onions, John?
No.
You not got enough?
No.
I think there's enough there to feed the whole town of Ashton. He's got some garlic there as well. Just have to see that, try and put them somewhere else. But another job done, on to the next task. And if you thought that wasn't enough onions for John, he's also got more started from seed. So he's been trying to make one of them little things. Might be a bit too thick, John. Might have tried to get something a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
A little bit more manageable. So he's got all them to go as well. And these are just for eating. There's them ones as well. So we've got some more there as well. So yeah, right. We're going to see what other seeds he's got and see what we can get sowed. So I gave John some ellie leeks. And kept them in the pine pots and also a couple of the smaller pots as well. These are just the spare ones I had. I've run out of space for them on the Grandad Dave's greenhouse. Now these are the ones I took off. I got the head from Paul Rochester, his ellie leek, and I've given them these spare ones to John because I've had too many. So I've potted these ones up. I've left John to get a pot of them ones up as well. He can do 4. I've done 11. So sure not to go on with them. And I'm going to sit down and I'll water these for you, John. Last job done. Another section dug over. These canes here, don't know what they were. They're a fruit bush, some form. I suppose they've never flowered in a few years. So, but they spread like wildfire. This section here was right across here. So we've just dug all that section over, pulled all the weeds out, put this retaining wall in so the weeds kind of go through. We've dug right down as far as you can see the weeds, the roots, sorry, not the weeds. They are pretty much like weeds. And that's that bit to go for him as well. There we go, John. It's all sorted and done. I'm going home now. I've got potting on to do. Right, that's us done for this week. Thanks everybody for watching. What have I got to do, Kyle?
Hit the bell.
Got to hit the bell, and what else you got to do?
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button, and also
Bell.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe too. So we'll see you next week. Say bye, Kyle.